on the platform as well. Yay. Okay, so we are live. Welcome everyone. Welcome, Jill. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much for pressing the play button if you are doing the recording. This morning's class, we're going to be focusing again, kind of similar to last week, a little bit more, I guess, classical Pilates. So my Pilates class, I want to try and keep Pilates, and in my yoga class, I want to try and keep more yoga, not too much fusion, but you might see, because they're so closely linked, you might see some overlap. So for today, there's no props needed, but if you do struggle to sit without kind of cramps in your hips and your lower back, then you might like to grab a pillow. But if you sit relatively comfortably on the ground, it should be fine. We're going to start lying on our back. A few little bits and pieces to build us up into where we're going. All the way down on your back. And we're going to keep our knees bent and our feet flat on the floor. I might take my socks off at some point, but it's only 3 degrees here, so I'm going to delay that as long as possible. Nice. Okay, so for today, let's take a little bit of a focus into our breathing, because I would like to teach the 100 at some point in time, and that does involve quite a little bit of focused breathing. So take one hand to your tummy and one hand to your chest, wherever's comfy. And I just want you to try and focus your inhalation down into the tummy hand. And, initially you might notice, hey, I'm really, really breathing into my upper chest. See if you can start to send your breath down into your tummy first. So you want to fill the belly, fill the chest, and then we take our exhale. Okay, so just give that a little bit of a go. You can close your eyes if you like. Inhaling ideally in through our nose when we do take the inhale. Does depend if your nostrils or if your sinuses are open. And on our exhale, if you can create some kind of resistance to the exhalation, so like a shh, a s, a tss, any or all of the above, but just a you're not going to get as much out of your exhale. Okay, so inhaling in, exhaling out. Until all the air is gone. Nice. So once you feel like you've gotten your inhalation down to your belly first and then filling your chest, so kind of like filling up a glass of water, let's start to think not just about the belly rising upwards, but also expanding out to the side and back into the ground. So you know how like an umbrella opens up 3-dimensionally? That's how your diaphragm moves. So we're not just filling the tummy to the sky, we're filling our abdomen out left and right and back into the floor behind us. And the exhale. I'd like you to try 4 more breaths like that. On your exhalation, get a sense of heaviness into the floor behind you. We're melting into the ground. On your inhalation, try to keep your neck and shoulders nice and relaxed. Two more. Filling 3-dimensionally on your inhale. Melting into the floor on the exhale. Let's go for one more. Inhale in, keep the back of your neck nice and long. And exhale. Well done. Try as best you can to keep that kind of breathing quality, even if it means you go a little slower, even if it means you do a few less reps. Let's take our hands behind our head, elbows into our peripheral vision. And I strongly interlace my fingers at the base of my skull. Some people cue differently, but I like that support. Keep your chin tucked and the back of your neck nice and long. So here we are. We're going to start a little bit of spinal flexion. And I'd like you initially to try and maintain a neutral spine in your lower back. So we're mimicking the natural curves of your back. There should be a little space behind your lower back, and that space stays the same as we come forward into our crunch. So inhale in, try and get that three-dimensional breath. Exhale, nod your chin towards your chest, come up into your flexion, get to the top, and just check in with your lower back. Nice, really nice. Inhale, slowly come back down. You might not hear my exhale just because I'm talking, but try and get that nice exhalation with that resistance. So exhaling up, inhaling down. Let's try for 10. Exhale, come forward. Nod your chin towards your chest. So you're looking at your pubic bone, looking at your belly as you come forward. Inhale to come back down. Really make it about that breath. Visualize the air coming out, almost being pushed out of your body as you come forward. The inhalation invites air back in. Exhale, come forward. Nice. Inhale back down. 3 to go. Exhale. Inhale. Last 2. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. And take a little bit of a break. Let your knees windscreen wipe from side to side, or do what you got to do. The hug of the knee is very welcome here. Okay, moving forward from just flexion, we're going to try and come into an exercise called 100. And 100 is all about the breath. The breathing is a little bit different. So as you lie here with me, we're going to practice inhaling, like a little sniff inhale for 5 and a short exhale for 5. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so it's going to be 5 sniff inhales, 5 exhales out the mouth. Your tummy should be kind of creating a little bit of a pump-like action. All right, so let's reach our arms long alongside our body, stretching your fingertips towards your ankles. Again, our lower back is in neutral. Take an inhale. As you exhale, nod your chin to your chest, come up into your flexion and hold. Arms are hovering off the ground. Before we get the breathing going, the arms are going to do like a little bit of a pump, okay? And that's like your metronome for your breathing. So we're going to go inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sniff, exhale, inhale, exhale, try come a little higher up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more, exhale, last 2, exhale, and 1, and exhale, and take it down. Nice. You might feel a little bit dizzy sometimes breathing like that. But it also is really nice to wake you up in the morning. Well done. Okay, really great job. Let's take our hands behind our head again, interlacing your fingers nice and strongly. Okay, we're going to build ourselves up now with a little bit of rotation. So keeping your feet on the ground, elbows in your peripheral vision. We're going to inhale at the bottom, long inhale this time, and exhale. Just come forward into your flexion, into your crunch. Nice. Now, from here, left leg comes into tabletop, right elbow is going to rotate in towards left inner thigh. Now, here we want to watch out for dumping down into the left shoulder. So light on your left shoulder blade. So try not to sink into the left shoulder blade. Lift that off of the ground. Good. And then slowly come back down. Foot and head come to the floor. Cool. Let's go to the other side. Flexion first on the exhale. Nice. Right leg to tabletop. Left elbow in towards the right inner thigh. Stay really light on your right shoulder blade. And then slowly come back down. So we're initiating that rotation really from the ribs. Inhale. Exhale, flexion first. Nice. Rotate. Right elbow, left inner thigh. Good. Keep your left sit bone grounded. And then slowly come back down. Or left pelvic half grounded, rather, should I say. Sit bone is impossible to ground right now. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Come forward. The Pilates does ask the impossible of us, though. Left inner elbow towards right inner thigh. And then slowly come back down. Nice. Let's go for 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Twisteroo. Good. Slowly come back down. Nice. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, powers you forward. Inhale, twist. And exhale. Come down. Well done. Take a little wee break there again. Either a windscreen wipe or a knee hug. Good, good, good. If that was kind of like your maximum, or you just like to stay there and focus on a few bits in terms of your precision, you can keep your feet on the ground, but we're going to take it into an open chain and bring the legs into tabletop position. Right. So again, neutral in the lower back. Try to keep that as constant as you can. Then we're going to take one leg into tabletop, other leg into tabletop. Now, usually I'm not too pedantic about this, but if you can see yourself, you want to, and you look amazing, by the way, get the shins parallel to the ground, which you've got, and the knees above the hips, which you've got. Lower back is going to be dying to arch. Keep that little space underneath your lower back constant. Okay, inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale, come forward into our crunch. Nice. And then right elbow towards left inner thigh. Good. Pause there and then see if you can stretch your right leg long out in front of you. Good. Nice. And then slowly bring it in and then take it all back down. Keep the legs to tabletop. Inhale at the bottom with the head on the floor. Exhale. Come forward. Nice. Left elbow, right inner thigh. Left leg stretches long. Just check the weight in the back of your pelvis. Keep it even. Bring the left leg in and slowly come down. Nice. Let's keep going now. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Twisteroo, stretch, pause. Stay light on the left shoulder blade. Good. And then slowly take it down. Nice. Try and keep your chest really open. So when you come into flexion, your elbows are still stretched east and west. Nice. Left elbow towards right inner thigh. Left leg long. Good. And then slowly take it back down. Nice. Let's try for 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Exactly. Twist, reach. Inhale back. Last time. Exhale to come forward. Twist left side. Left leg long. And then slowly take it down. Nice. Feet to the ground. Windscreen wipe. Nice. All right. We're going to see if we can stay up there. Okay, so without bringing the head down each time. So we're going to stay in flexion. We're going to rotate from side to side. With that momentum, watch that you don't roll, you don't let your pelvis kind of rock and roll. Okay, keep your pelvis dead still if you can. All right, same starting position. Inhale at the bottom. Or actually, first, let's get our legs to tabletop. One leg up, bam. Other leg up, bam. Cool. Lower back, relatively neutral. So get those ribs really heavy, drawing down into the ground. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, let's come up. Nice. All right. Let's take right elbow towards left inner thigh. Reach the right leg long. Good. Stay up in your flexion and then stretch left leg long, right leg in. Good. Let's try for 10. Inhale through center. Exhale to twist. 9. 8. Good. Stay light on the shoulder blades. 7. 6. Nice. 5. 4. Beautiful. 3. 2. And 1. And release. Nice. Whew. Great work. All right, whatever you got to do. Windscreen, huggaroo. Nice. Okay. So let's give flexion a little bit of a break for now. We will come back to it in a second, but we're going to come into some bridging. Hands relax alongside our body, palms facing up ideally, just to keep the collarbones open. Feet parallel, hip width distance. Toes pointing forwards, heels point back towards our booty. We're going to inhale at the bottom, but this time as we exhale, we tuck and round into the lower back. We create an imprinted spine, and we're going to come up into our bridge position. So, nice. Perfect. Take a look at your knees if you can see them. Try and keep them parallel, so really thigh bones stay parallel like an equal sign. The back of your neck is really long, ribs are really heavy, so avoid the temptation of puffing the ribs to the sky. Draw the lower belly in, push your feet through the floor a little bit more, get a little bit more buoyant through the pelvis. Yeah, exactly. I'm always surprised by how much hip extension I actually have. I usually stop a little too soon. Inhale at the top. One vertebra at a time. Enjoy this. Slowly come back down. One vertebra at a time. Nice. Good. Really well done. Keep going for 8. Inhale at the bottom. Notice the subtleties in your feet if that does change for you. So come up, press evenly through the feet, get to the top of your bridge, stay at the top, push your feet evenly through the floor, engage through the back of your bum. Not the front of your bum, just the back. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly come down. One vertebra at a time. Keep it equal through the feet on the journey down. I know that's a bit of a strange cue. Just notice the feet, the weight distribution in your feet once you touch down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck. Pick your pelvis up. Push your feet through the floor. Extend your hips up. Keep the thigh bones parallel. Keep really relaxed through the neck and shoulders. Ribs are heavy. Inhale at the top. Exhale melts you down. Keep the thigh bones parallel on that journey down. Nice. Really nice. 4. Inhale. This is number 4. Exhale. Who does number 2 work for? Come up. Making sure that your hips actually look parallel at the top there. There's not one hip that's higher than the other. Exhale to lower. Relaxing your bum just before touchdown. Nice. Last 3 and tuck. Good. Really nice. Really cannot fault you at all there. Looks great. All right. Last time. Exhale to lift you up. Inhale at the top. Relax your neck and shoulders. Ribs are heavy. Inhale. Exhale. To lower down. Well done. Okay, so wherever your feet are right now, I want you to just feel the difference if you had to take your feet, let's say, half a foot forward. So it doesn't have to be massive, just to take a little step forward with your 2 feet. Yeah. And hopefully what you're going to feel is hamstring. So a little bit more of the back of the leg, still bum as well, to see how we get on. Still staying parallel through the feet, hands relax alongside the body. Everything else stays the same. We're going to tuck, roll back, through the pelvis, pick it up, and come up into your bridge. So you notice a longer lever here. Try and keep your legs really parallel. Inhale at the top. Push your feet through the floor, really push them through the floor, push, 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 and slowly come down. So just by changing the foot positioning, we can start to bias our hamstrings a little bit more. Inhale at the bottom. We exhale, we tuck, roll off of the sit bones onto the back of the pelvis. Nice. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the ribs heavy, and watch the knees. They're going to be desperate to externally rotate. Slowly come down, at least in my body. That's the bum muscles trying to really take over from the hamstrings, because usually the hammies are kind of weak. Come up. Well done. Slowly down. Just remember, keep pushing your feet through the floor. Imagine your feet were like suction cups and they're really attached to the ground. Last two, push the feet through the floor. Press the earth down. Really push the earth down with your feet, especially at the top of the movement. Think about continuing to push your feet through the floor as you come down. Strange cue. All right, last time we're going to try and stay up, and we're going to try and walk, move our feet around at the top of the position. So you're going to take it up, hold it at the top. Nice. Now, try and keep your legs really parallel. Squeeze your bum, ribs heavy, shoulders relaxed. Yes, engagement through the lower body. Now, take your right foot, step it back to the original bridge position. Take your left foot, step it back to your original bridge position. Say hello to your glutes, and then step your right foot forward again, and left foot forward. Say hello to your hamstrings. Yeah, let's keep on walking forward, forward, backwards, backwards. When your foot touches down, try and just make sure that you get big toe contact. So I step forward, big toe touches, good. Back, big toe touches, nice. As you kind of maybe lose focus on the upper body, just remember to keep your ribs heavy, okay? The most lifted part is going to be our pelvis. Okay, switch left foot forward, left foot back, right foot back. Nice. Left, exactly. Good. Keep the ribs drawing down. Keep your lower back really long. Let's try for 4. Maybe try and step the feet even further forward. So the longer the lever, the more intense you're going to feel it on your hamstring. Good. And 3. Nice. Last 2. Good. And last one, really challenge yourself. Keep your lower back really long. And lower your booty down. Nice. Hug your knees in or do whatever feels good there. I'm going to go for the hug. So that would not be classical Pilates, but I guess it's more of like a physio exercise. Really great for knees, knee health. All right. Okay, let's take it back into flexion with the legs in tabletop again. So just so you know, we're going to come into a slow double leg stretch with flexion. So to build it up, we're going to take our legs to tabletop, one leg up, other leg up. And actually for this one, our hands are going to be wrapped behind the back of our legs. So it's kind of nice initially. So elbows are going to be drawing down. My thumbs are alongside my thighs. All the other 4 fingers are actually behind my leg, just for detail. I'm going to imprint into my spine. So this time I'm going to press my lower back into the floor, draw my low belly in. Ribs are drawing down as well. I'm going to take an inhale at the bottom. As I exhale, I'm going to first come up into flexion. Good. So in flexion here right now, my lower back is actually contacting the ground. Cool. Then your heels, draw them together. So the heels are going to be together, toes are going to be apart. So you can actually see that there, hopefully. Yep. Heels together, toes apart. Come up a little higher. Use the power of your arms to help you. Inhale. As you exhale, you can keep holding onto your legs as you stretch your 2 legs out long. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Pull your tummy in. Okay, draw your shoulder blades down, tuck your chin, lengthen through the nape of your neck. Good, and then inhale, bend your knees. If you need to put your head down as you bend the knees, you can. Exhale, stretch, squeeze inner thighs together. Maybe let go of the hands. Yeah, exactly. Keep squeezing inner thighs. Good. Inhale, bring the legs in. Now see if you can start to lower the angle of the extension of your legs. Draw low belly in as you get that exhale. So inhale in, exhale, reach. As the knees come in, you can grab a hold of them again if you want that. Let's go for 6. Exhale, reach. If your neck gets tired, you can put your head down between each rep. That's totally fine. 5. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Reach your fingertips to the wall in front of you. 5. 4. Inner thigh squeeze. Really go for that. Good. Nice. 3. And 2. And 1. And take it down. Nice. Windscreen wipe or hug, whatever you got to do. If you've just felt your neck there, if I was like, okay, that was not core, that was just neck, then keep your head down. Okay, you can do all of that stuff with your head on the floor. All right. In line with that, keeping your head down, hands relaxed alongside your body. Let's come into an imprinted spine, legs to tabletop position, one leg up, other leg up. Nice. And we're going to come straight into our single leg stretch. So we're going to exhale, reach our left leg forward, stretching it forward towards the mirror in front of us. Good. Inhale, bring it in. Right leg. Bring it in. Left leg. Good. Bring it in. Right leg. Nice. Keep going. So this, I know for you, it's pretty chilled. Okay, just be really pedantic about lower back positioning. So as that leg goes forward, really fight for the stability of the lower back. Nice. If this is going pretty well for you and you want to stay here, please feel free to do so. But if you can, maybe you can turn it into a scissoring action. So straightening your 2 legs to the sky, and then instead of one knee bending, you're literally going to pendulum one leg down and then bring it back up. Nice. And down. And up. Good. And down. And up. Watch what happens in the back of your neck. If you're like me, your neck wants to start arching as the lower back wants to start arching. Those 2 curves of the spine are like twins. Right, maybe reaching your arms up towards the sky. And opposite arm, opposite leg. So if my right leg goes down, my left arm's going to reach back. Nice. 8. Good. And 7. And 6. Keep it going. 5 to go. You can always come back to your single leg stretch if you feel like you're losing that integrity in your lower back, or if your lower back feels like it's starting to take over for you, then you can come back to single leg stretch. 2. And last time. Nice. Hug your knees in. Keep holding them in towards your body. Well done. We're going to take that up to the next level where we basically do that scissoring action with our head, neck, and torso up in flexion. So a little bit more intense, but you feel free to stick with what we just did instead if that feels too much. All right, but let's get going with it. So start with your legs in tabletop with your hands again grabbing behind your thighs. Okay, so that's kind of nice because it helps us initially to come up into nice high flexion. So we're going to nod our chin towards our chest, come up into that flexion position. Now I'm going to straighten both of my legs up towards the sky. Nice, really beautiful. Don't worry if that doesn't look exactly like mine. From here, I'm going to take both of my hands to the back of my left leg. So it depends on how flexible you are. If you can hold at the back of the ankle, great. If you're going for the back of the knee, great. I'm going to go back of the ankle. So I'm going to pull my left leg in close as I let my right leg slowly come down towards the floor. My elbows are bent and angled slightly up towards the sky. My lower back is equally grounded into the floor, and I'm looking down at my tummy. Nice. And then I'm going to inhale, lift my right leg up, and then left leg is going to come down. Good. And then slowly switcheroo from side to side. Keep your feet really active. So you're either flexing or pointing, do something with the feet. Okay. Nice. And then see if you can really get that exhalation complete. So let's go for 8. So this is like a double whammy of core and hamstring flexibility. Such a cool exercise. 6 and 5. Good. And 4. Nice. 3 and 2. Great job. And 1. And then take it down. Whew. Great job. Again, windscreen wipe or hug, whatever feels good. So, as you can imagine, we could take that up even further and go hands-free. Should we give it a go? Nice. Cool. So let's start the same way, get going just as we did, and then at some point I'm going to offer you hands-free, okay? So legs to tabletop, bam, bam, hands behind your thighs, elbows drawing down, take an inhale. Exhale, come forward into your cruncheroonie, both legs up to the sky, both hands back to behind the left leg, wherever you can grab. Do something with your feet. Flex, point, just be active. Right leg is going to slowly come down. Pull your left leg in closer, get more hamstring stretch. Good. Right leg comes up, the left leg goes down. Okay, let's do 2 more. And then I want you to imagine that you're like perched on the top of Mount Everest. Okay, you don't want to fall forwards, you don't want to fall backwards. Arms reach long alongside the body. Continue to switch the legs for 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6. Back of the neck stays long. Shoulder blades draw down. 4. Good. 3. Nice. 2 and 1 and release. Well done. Nice. Fantastic. Feet down to the ground again, hands relax alongside your body. We're going to tuck roll off, tuck roll back into an imprinted spine, come up into your bridge position. Nice. So just a bit of counterbalancing for that work. Imagine from the sky, cup of tea on your pelvis. You don't want that cup of tea to spill. Relax through the back of your neck, shoulders, ribs are heavy, but just try and get the pelvis a little higher if you can. So squeeze your bum, push your feet through the floor, thigh bones parallel. Nice. Okay. Now you've got extra height. Look at the pelvis if you can see it. I know for a lot of us we can't. But try keep your pelvis really dead still and lift the heel of your left foot off of the ground. Press the right foot through the floor even more. Lift the left leg up into tabletop. Nice. And then slower than you want to, take the left foot back down. Feel the toe, the midfoot, the heel touch the floor. Squeeze your left glute, lift the right foot up. Slowly lower, toe, midfoot, heel. Good. Keep switching from side to side. It's really not about how many times the leg lifts and lowers. It's about the transition moment. The moment the foot lifts, the moment the foot comes down, those weight distribution changes. And through those weight distribution changes, how stable you can keep your pelvis. See if you can find a little bit of tummy muscle activation here. Let's try for 6 more. 5. Good. Just keep your ribs really heavy through the transition. 4. Good. Lower back really long. 3. Big toe contact with the foot that's on the ground. 2. And 1. Nice. Try and stay up in your bridge if you feel you can. Squeeze your bum, lengthen your tailbone really long. And see if you can take your left leg into tabletop and hold. All right, holding the left leg there. If it's available to you, straighten the left foot up towards the sky and start to draw a little circle on the ceiling. Ribs stay heavy. Right knee dead still. A glass of champagne on that right kneecap. Nice, really nice. Let's reverse direction, going for 8. 7. Watch the right knee. That's really the right glute. That's the working glute here. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Left foot down. Lift your hips higher if you can. Right leg up. Develop base straight up towards the sky. Nice. Squeeze that left glute. Start your circles. Good. Get your stability through the left side. Try and find a little bit of core. No, it's tough. Back of the neck stays long. Reverse your circle. 8. 7. Push that left heel through the floor. Find your left glute in your mind. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Right foot down. Lift the hips up high. And slowly lower your spine down. Well done. Really great job. Hug your knees in. And just take a little windscreen or wapparoonie. Or hug, whatever you want. All right, now I know the next is not. I actually think this next one might be fine, but it's kind of like it's like the family of the roll up, but we're rolling back. Okay, with the roll back, we don't want to just dump into our neck. Okay, so I'll show you the movements if you've never seen it before. We're going to start in tabletop position, lower back imprinted into the floor, and the back of the neck really nice and long. For me personally, I like to straighten my legs up towards the sky. Take an inhale. I'm going to exhale, lower my legs down. That's the core work there. And then you bring your legs back towards your body, press your arms through the floor, and then you roll it back. It's early in the morning. You might feel quite tight in the back line of your body. Once you get there, you're slowly articulating your spine down, drawing your tummy in, pressing through the floor with the back of the arms. Nice. And coming down. So you got a whole bunch going on here that we've kind of already done today. So you're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale. Legs are going to come down. Use a little bit of momentum to take the legs back overhead, pressing through the arms. Pause. In the moment that you're rolling back, draw your belly in. You want to think C curve through the spine. Stretch your fingertips forward. Slowly lower your spine down, just like you come out of a bridge. One vertebra at a time. Use your core to control the movement. Keep your thighs close. Nice, keep going. Inhale, well done. Exhale, come forward. So I want to take a look at you. Good. Nice little bit of assistance. Good. Slowly coming down. Keep using your arms and your tummy on the way down. Yes, so good. All right, because that's looking so good, you can add a little bit on. It's just, I think, mostly for aesthetics, but it looks pretty cool. Once you get there, in the classical Pilates books, you'd flex through your feet, open your legs wide, try and keep your thigh bones super close in towards your body, and then you come down and you actually, I'm going to chop off my plant now, you circle the legs together and then draw them back up, okay? So when you're there, you separate your legs east and west, you come down in like a little bit of a kind of straddle position. And then you circle the legs together. Sorry, plant. Circle the legs together, down and up. Yes. Let's try for 4 more. Don't forget to use your core on the way down. 3. Yes, nice. 2. Okay, last time. And once you've done that final one, take a bit of a breather. Whew. Nice. Well done. Okay. Let's come into a seated position. And we're going to find that straddle in our seat. So legs east and west. This last exercise, it can be a little bit of a frustrating one, and it can be a little bit necky. So if it feels too necky, come out of it, take a break, shake it out, and just recalibrate, okay? All right, so legs east and west, don't go massively wide with your straddle. Flex into your feet and sit up really tall. So you want to find your sitting bones perched on those 2 little bones underneath your booty. I'm going to take my arms really, really wide, thumbs pointing up. So essentially, what I'm going to be doing is a rotation through my spine. So I'm going to rotate, let's say, towards my right leg if you're mirroring me. The opposite arm, so my left arm is going to reach. And as I reach, I want to dive, like a roll, like a flexion through my spine, 1 vertebra at a time coming forward. I'm going to dive towards my pinky toe. I'm going to saw off my pinky toe. And then I'm going to come up exactly, and then exactly open up again. So as we take the dive, the opposite butt cheek wants to lift. Don't let it happen. So you're going to twist, dive, reach the opposite arm back, and then slowly come up. Nice. Inhale, lengthen through center. Keep that soft bend in the elbows. It helps just with the neck. Rotate, and then dive. And up. Rotate, dive, nice. Inhale, lengthen, squeeze your bum. Exhale, rotate, reach. So the bum squeeze, it's just going to help you just stay a little bit more stable through the pelvis. 4 to go. Start reaching a little further if you can. That looks nice. Toes stay pointing up towards the sky. Yes, nice. 3. And 2. Last time. Nice. Well done. Take your legs a little wider if you can in your straddle. Hands relax on your thighs, toes point up towards the sky. Okay, so I'm going to take my right arm. Let's actually reach both arms wide. My right arm is going to reach to the right, and then I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to take it up and over to the left and side bend. Okay, use your left elbow on the inside of your left leg as leverage to kind of keep your chest opening to the sky. Yeah, exactly. Nice. See if you can work your top arm towards straight. So from here, yeah, exactly. And you might get a little bit more, maybe a lot more fascial drag. Press your sit bones down through the floor. And then slowly come up. Shake it out. Other side, the arms reach wide. So I'm going to reach that way first, and then kind of like reverse it. Come up and over. Yeah, and the bottom arm I always use as leverage to push into the inner thigh to lift myself up. So there's that shoulder blade engagement, but keep squeezing the right shoulder blade down. Good. Press your left sit bone into the floor. Good. Slowly come up. Shake it out. And then we're going to go once through center. Inhale, reach both arms up. Before we come down, squeeze your bum, like really squeeze your bum. And then see if you can reach forward, keeping a flat back. Good. So try not to round through the upper spine. Yeah, even if you don't get as low, think about stretching your tailbone back. Squeeze your elbows down. Good. Then squeeze your bum, squeeze your bum, squeeze your bum. Good. Maybe you can get your fingertips to touch the ground. Nice. And then maybe relent a little into it. Relax your shoulders. Good. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly walk out of it. Bring your legs together. Last little stretch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, just fold straight down the way through the middle. Nice. And then we're going to come out of it. Time literally just flew there. I feel like it's already 48 minutes past. I can't believe it. I was like, we're going to get through so much more. But yeah, it's way more classical Pilates vibes. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you feel about all that whole thing. All right. And let me just